Hey, what's up, guys? It's MugenLord here, and today we're going to talk about Ubisoft. Yeah, that's right. Ubisoft is under fire, and they really have their fan base really pissed off. And they have pulled off something that I believe is quite desperate of them. And when the fans called them out, you won't believe what their response was. So before we dive into this topic, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the notification bell for more gaming content here on this channel. So we're going to dive into it. But for starters, I want to thank you guys in the comment sections of YouTube and also comments on my tweets on Twitter, because a lot of you guys have been pointing me in direction of articles or topics that I had no idea is going on. My life is just busy. Outside of YouTube, I'm doing so many other things. But I really want to thank you guys for pointing this to me, because I had no idea that this was going on. So, what's going on with Ubisoft? Well, for starters, I'm not really much of a big Ubisoft fan. I do own some of their titles here and there in the past. But I guess you could say the only real connection that I had with Ubisoft was Rayman himself. But other than that, most of their games really isn't for me. But there's a lot of you guys who really enjoyed the games that they have released and the franchises and the IPs that they released over time, and you've grown to love them. Well, apparently, Assassin's Creed fans were pretty pissed, because apparently there was full pop-ups out of nowhere that started popping up during people's gameplay sessions. And it's really annoying, and it's really starting to piss fans off. And they pretty much, fans called Ubisoft out on it, saying, hey, what's up with these full-blown ads that's just interrupting our gameplay? They just pop up and it's annoying. And you won't believe what their response is. So what we're going to do is we're going to check out this article from PC Gamer, and they give us the whole lowdown of the whole entire situation. Then I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinion on this, because I think there's a reason why, Ubisoft is getting this desperate when it comes to the ads, and I just want to give you my thoughts on that as well. So we're going to go to PC Gamer, and in the article it states that Assassin's Creed players started having their games interrupted by full-screen pop-up ads. But Ubisoft, now here's the kicker with this, says it was a technical error and quickly patched it. I doubt it. I wholly doubt it that was a pretty much a glitch that happened. There's no way in the world. And the thing is, in my personal opinion, I believe they're going to keep it in there because they thought that fans was going to just tolerate it and then just go gloss over it. And this technical problem or these ads that we're about to go through, I think this is going to be the future of gaming moving forward. And Assassin's Creed or Ubisoft is like, I would say the first, but they're really trying to push emphasis on these ads. So we're going to dive into it. This isn't the first time this happened in an Assassin's Creed game either. So the first reported by Rock Paper Shotgun, console players of older Assassin's Creed games like Origin, Odyssey, and Valhalla encountered Black Friday ad pop-ups for the latest entry, Assassin's Creed Mirage, while trying to access the game's menu. Ubisoft has stated that this appeared to be due to a technical error and removed them. Videos demonstrating the issue show a full screen spread touting a 25% off Black Friday offer for Mirage, with a prompt to dismiss the ad or buy now. And the ad seemed most likely to appear when players try to access the map screen of the affected games. And that's crazy. That is obnoxious. Can you imagine every time you just go to you open up your menu in a game, and then all of a sudden you hit like save, or you hit map, or you hit character stats, and before they take you to character stats or whatever like that, all of a sudden the ad will pop up to try to convince you or try to push you in the direction to purchase the game. And the fact is that it's a Black Friday ad, and the thing is they're trying to push you to pretty much purchase Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now, this is the thing that really has me going right here when it comes to that, is did Mirage do in like how was his performance as far as sales is concerned? Because like I said, I don't really care much for Assassin's Creed, so I don't keep up with the performance of the Assassin's Creed titles. I know after a while, like they just keep hashing these out, they just milking this franchise like crazy, and that's another reason why I never really lost interest in it. I think my favorite one, Assassin's Creed, was the very first game, because it was revolutionary to me in my personal opinion. I think it was different for its time. But after that, it just kept hashing out these different Assassin's Creed. But the fact is that they have Mirage, and they pushing people to buy Mirage really has me thinking that Ubisoft is hurting bad right now. And I guess Mirage haven't worked out well for them, and now they're trying to get players. And the thing is, this happened to all these older titles across the board. So I don't think it was an accident. So it says our intention was to display a promotion for Assassin's Creed Mirage as part of the franchise news in the main menu of other Assassin's Creed games. Yeah, right. Ubisoft stated on Twitter through an official Assassin's Creed account, unfortunately, this technical error caused the promotion to appear in one of our in-game menus instead. No, dog. Nah. Doubt it. Y'all hurting bad. That's my personal opinion. I think these guys are hurting bad, and they need you guys to buy that game. So this isn't the first time this has happened to an Assassin's Creed game either, because in 2019, Kotaku reported on a similar situation where ads for Assassin's Creed Odyssey DLC kept popping up in between game menu screen. So this is not an accident. This occurs too often for this to be an accident. Ubisoft stated at the time that this was a glitch as well. I don't particularly love the way we see advertising on video game title screens, but plenty of developers and publishers do it. I launched Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, to screenshots in-game news ticker, which usually points players to new DLC packs as an example, and was greeted by a full-page spread of Owlcat's upcoming Rogue Trader. Pretty much the exact same experience as Ubisoft seems to have intended for Assassin's Creed pop-ups. Now, this is the thing about these, I guess you say, these ads and everything. Now, I don't like ads in general, but I think when it comes to free-to-play games, because companies need to make their money, especially doing free-to-play. I know they try to monetize as much as they can, but I think the only appropriate place to have ads pop up, I guess, would be free-to-play games, because the game is free, so they need to try to encourage you to, to put money down, to spend money to keep you guys in their, their free-to-play game worlds and everything like that. But when you have a supposed of single player experience such as Assassin's Creed, I think it's getting ridiculous, having a single player experience, and yet we're getting multiple ads like we're playing a live service game or pretty much a free to play game. That makes no sense. Our single player features, our single player experiences shouldn't even have these ads, So it says the uneven rollout coupled with the negative press Ubisoft has gotten both times this have happened leads me to believe it really was a technical error and not an experiment with a new style of an invasive advertisement, as some commenters on Reddit and Twitter allege. Dude, come on. Do not give these guys a way out. It is what it is. It's times like these that I finally recall the Warden's Keep DLC for Dragon Age Origins all the way back in 2009. In the base game with no DLC installed, an annoying little man would eventually show up at your party with a big quest giver explanation point over his head to tell you about the Warden's Keep quest. And the only way to make him go away was to buy the DLC. So yes, let's cut the crap when it comes to stuff like this. Don't give Ubisoft a way out. Don't try to defend them or make excuses for them. This is not no error. No, this is not no error. This is not no glitch. These guys knows exactly what they're doing. Now, the reason why I wanted to mention this, this whole situation as far as this is concerned, and why I believe that, Ubisoft is going through what they're going through, is for the simple fact is why they trying to push these ads as hard as possible is because Ubisoft, they're pretty much going through financial troubles. These guys are going through hell of a financial trouble when it comes to their company, and they have been hurting for a very, 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 very long time when it comes to this. And Ubisoft, if you guys don't know, they had also canceled 3 games and slashes targets, citing worsening macroeconomic conditions. And this is what they have been going through for quite some time. That's why after cutting them, they decided to just focus just on Assassin's Creed and also The Division. The Division is the only thing, in my personal opinion, that's been pretty much keeping them afloat besides Assassin's Creed. And these guys have been losing a lot of money. And then at one point, they was looking to be acquired, and so far, not one company came to even to acquire them. So that says a lot about the company as well. And it's sad to see this because Ubisoft have been around for such a long time, and people have grown up with this studio and have loved a lot of the IPs that they have created over time, and it's sad to see that this publisher or the studio itself is going through so much financial troubles and stuff. And I think there needs to be a shakeup. I mean, somebody need to step down. They need to come up with a new plan of how they're going to release IPs when it comes to their studio. Is because Assassin's Creed, I think they're burning it out. I mean, every time it used to be every other year they used to release an Assassin's Creed game, and then after a while, like Assassin's Creed kind of loses its flair. And like I said, for one, I enjoyed the first game. I liked the first game because it was its first of its kind. I thought it was revolutionary at the time, especially this big, massive, like, open world, especially for that time. And you're able to do the free bird jump, and whatever you want to call it free bird. But I thought it was pretty interesting approach to gaming and how to approach missions and everything like that, and parkour all over the place. I thought it was pretty cool. And then that's when they just saw that they made a hit, and then they just ran with it, and they just milked it dry. I think Assassin's Creed, the Rabbids, and the Division are the only three IPs that's really holding it and keeping them together as a studio. But they really need to start changing and shifting gears in how they start releasing these titles, because one, Assassin's Creed, as far as its gameplay is concerned, they started going in the RPG direction, and a lot of fans really didn't like that as much after a while, because it started to feel less like you start to feel less like an assassin and more like you're playing a role-playing game, more than anything other thing than that. But Ubisoft, what are you doing? These guys are hurting bad. This is why these guys are pretty much just throwing these ads in there, these intrusive ads, these obnoxious ads in these games. It's really pissing fans off, and gamers have every right. They have every right to pretty much call them out on it, because it's very intrusive. And the reason why I said that this is very important that we fight this back is because we already see what Capcom has done with Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V has these obnoxious ads. Oh, also Street Fighter 6 as well, but Street Fighter V had these obnoxious ads, especially when you get the wait when you go to the lobby or when you go to a rank match, and as you waiting for the load screen, you used to have ads for costumes, like for season passes and everything. And I think when it comes to Ubisoft and what they're doing with these full-blown ads, especially in a single-player game, this is something that we do not need to happen. It's because if they constantly get away with this, and if we don't call this out, this will end up happening to this I guess you say the industry as a whole. Other studios are going to see this and start adopting this and start just throwing us with a bunch of ads. It's just marketing everywhere. And I just miss the days of gaming where you just pop in the game, you play the game, and you didn't have to worry about ads. Now we're starting to see it just creep into our single player experiences. And like I said before, I guess you would say the only appropriate place to have these ads would be free to play games. I mean, that's the only place it would make sense, since the game is free to play. So these studios, these companies need to make their money somehow, and that's to urge you to buy their DLC, to participate in whatever monetization schemes that they have in these games. But other than that, no, hell no, stay out of our single player games. And Assassin's Creed fans done the right job by calling them out. So I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this, and I want to thank you guys again when it comes to this topic, because I had no idea this was going on, and many fans are really upset. Especially you have players showing like, yo, what the hell is this? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm trying to play a game here. Why you got these intrusive ads interrupting my gameplay? So I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Are you an Ubisoft fan? If you are an Ubisoft fan, tell me what games in the comment section below that you enjoy from Ubisoft, and let me know if you would like for them to remake or whatever. And also, do you think that it's time for Ubisoft to experience a shakeup as far as management is concerned, so they can get them back on track once again? So if you like the video, hit the subscribe button, the like button for more gaming content here on this channel. This is MugenLord signing off. I'll see you game fiends later. Peace out.